welcome to my channel for a little bit of lazy DI. Oh god, why? So I'm in my lazy clothes. I've got light makeup on today. Excuse that. I haven't even got my socks on. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna chill. We're gonna moan. We're gonna just constantly ask ourselves why we're sewing when we can't be bothered to sew. But that's part of the fun of being alternative and trying to cut down on your fast fashion. So this video came about from Bring Me the Horizons, Oliver Sykes. Mr. Sykes, you psyched me with your sexy psychness. So Ollie Sykes lately has been, Ollie Sykes style, fuck it, that's a tongue twister. I wouldn't mind being tongue twisted by Ollie Sykes. So Ollie Sykes' style is very much like crop blazers, mum trousers, like mate, I freaking love it. I love it. It's very much my aesthetic. And I've been after a cropped blazer for so long. You can find them anywhere. But I have been after a cute one. And a couple of alternative brands brought out their own version of them, and I fell in love. I did not fall in love with the price tag, but I fell in love. Let me show you, because I do, where is my phone? Right, I have a couple of screenshots because these are the two that I'm taking inspiration from today. The one that I fell in love with the most was the Hell Bunny Rebellion jacket. That's this one. I want you to take a guess how much this jacket, like, no hate to Hell Bunny. It's not too expensive, it's just out of my price range. That's what I gotta keep telling myself. It's not too expensive, it's just out of my price range. How much was this jacket, do you think, when this came out? If you said £84, you would be wrong, because it was £102.99 plus shipping. And I have waited for this jacket to go down in the sale, and it did go down in the sale, but it went down to like 40 quid, but now it's like the principal. Now it's like the, now I kind of don't want you. Like, now it's kind of like, that was just too, getting off Hell Bunny before I have an aneurysm. Dark in Love also brought out this one, which again, I loved. But that was around 50 quid when that came out. A little bit better. Well, got a little bit better. Freaking half the price of the Hell Bunny one. At the end of the day, it was a basic cropped black blazer with some silver shit on it. So I pushed this out the back of my mind. So I moved on with my life, forgot all about the jacket, and then up pops Oliver Sykes on TikTok wearing one of these freaking jackets. Not the same one, but wearing a cropped jacket, and I'm like, the hyperfixation starts again. And off I go to Vinted, where I type in cropped blazer, and let me tell you, there are so many on Vinted, and you can just find, you can get a normal blazer. It doesn't have to be cropped. A normal freaking blazer, and if you want it cropped, cut it. Cut that bitch into pieces. That is your last resort. But I got this one, Primark cropped blazer. It's covered in ferret hair, sorry, that's just my house. Primark cropped blazer. For, how much was my blazer? How much did Emily spend on her blazer? It was listed for £8, and then I put an offer in for £6.50 because I was like, I'm gonna push my luck. I don't want to spend £8 on it. And it got accepted. And it is just a plain black blazer. Literally, it looks pretty much identical to the Hell Bunny one without the tinfoily bits on. So today I am going to customise this and add some tinfoily bits. It won't end up looking like the Hell Bunny one or the Dark in Love one. I'm going to customise it a little bit more. Not too much more, because I want it to be wearable, and I have a pair of Hell Bunny trousers. I have a skirt as well that I think will go really well with this, which I'm gonna try and match, and I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see what I can do. So for this, I have a sewing scraps bin bag, a Hot Topic bag. I don't know how long ago it was that I was in California and I got this Hot Topic bag, but it is held up. Like, this has been what, three years, maybe 4 years? So in this bag, I just keep all my sewing stuff. If I buy a belt or a collar, or like I went to Download, I went to Slam Dunk, I found a collar on the floor, it was broken, I picked it up, it goes in my scrap bag. Because there's always like bits you can take off, and I can sew them, like I've just picked that out. I'm literally gonna take that off and maybe sew that down there. Look, I've instantly got that Dark in Love jacket. I find stuff on the floor, I pick it up, I keep it in my scrap bag. I've got these patches as well, which I got from Tooth X Nail. They're up to like £5, so they're already really cheap, but they do occasionally have sales and they go down to like £2.50, and then I tend to stock up on them just for little impulse projects that pop up like this. I especially love these teeth ones because I cut them like my hat, like my beret, my favourite beret. It was one, the teeth were like this, and I just cut them and sewed them onto the beret. So I'm gonna have a dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. A saw and slam in the back of my, what is that? Is that a hair extension? Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, there's 2. What the fuck? Oh, you are staying out. I don't ever look in this bag unless I'm doing sewing. This was my daughter's hoodie when she was, what age is this? 4 years old. And I kept it because I wanted to put this on a back patch. It's like, that is perfect back patch. Oh, maybe for this. And I just haven't found the right project to use it. Maybe this is it. No, I want to go a little bit simpler for this. A little bit more Bring Me the Horizon, a little bit less Wednesday 13. Yes. Okay. So thread-wise, I have my biscuit tin. This is so British. I have my biscuit tin filled with sewing stuff. I mean, I think it's actually illegal for you to have a biscuit tin in the UK that has biscuits in it. I think legally you have to fill it with a sewing kit. I'm gonna have a dig through what I have and see what I can do. Okay, so I have no plan. I am just gonna kind of like put stuff about and see where I like it. I know that I want some of these teeth on it because these are my favourite patches. So what I tend to do is just kind of have a play, like put stuff where, like, I'll cut around this so this won't have a massive black border. I'll show you why in a bit. Yeah, just have a little play, like, I mean, it's completely up to you where things go, isn't it? It's your project. I mean, I've just done that and I quite like it. Let's have a look, let's have a look. These are kind of like, I think my elbow is here, so I don't really want it on my elbow though, I want it a bit lower. I'll cut all around that off. Yeah, I like that. This is all going to be cut out and then that'll sit behind the collar. And but I do have other stuff to go on here as well, and I have the back. I want the back to be kind of plain. I might even cut these and just put like, or I'll cut this one and put like one tooth patch on the back. Or maybe the scissors, they're quite big. I'm going to keep this one off for now, but I'm going to start sewing these because I'm quite happy with where these are. You don't have to sew them either. You can get like fabric glue if you're not a sewer, but I am a sewer, so I am going to sew them on. So I'm going to put some music on and sew these bad boys. So long and good and so long and good so. I'll show you what I mean. I just said I was going to put music on. I'll show you what I mean by like the stitching though, because it's what I call Catwoman stitch, and it's my favourite kind of stitching to do. So I'm going to thread my needle and then I'll show you what I mean. And fun fact, all my sewing needles came from Christmas crackers. I don't think I have ever bought sewing needles. They all came from crackers. I probably should buy some needles because, like, even my push pins, I think they came from Christmas crackers too. This is an adult novelty product, only to be used by persons above 18. Yeah, like these came from Christmas crackers. Everything in my sewing drawer pile I have accumulated over the years. I hardly ever buy sewing stuff. Like thread and embroidery thread are probably the only things that I buy to do projects. And like the base things and like print and patches and that. Okay, I didn't tell you what I just did. I'll show you the next time I do it so that you can see. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cut around this patch and I'm gonna Catwoman stitch it. I'm just gonna put music on while I cut around it and then put it where I want it to be, and then I'll come back and chat to you. Okay, so I've cut around it, quite messily, but that doesn't really matter. And I've left about maybe a centimetre all the way around. So I'm gonna put it, like, you can use fabric glue, or like a fabric glue would look a lot neater, to be fair, but I'm gonna put it that way. I gotta think, because when it's closed, like I won't wear it closed, but when it's like worn, it won't sit like that. So do I want it to sit like that, or do I want it to sit like that? I think I want it to sit like that to kind of follow the line of this bit. I don't know what this is called. Or do I want to go fuck the police and go like that? No, I don't. I think I'm just going to put it there, like that. I quite like that. It's kind of, it's not straight, it's not wonky, it's a little bit bi. Before I change my mind, this is where I'm going to put it. So I've got my thread. I like to start on the inside of just the patch so that the knot is hidden. And then I just do this stitching. Once I've done a few, you'll see it. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. So the point is, oh, I forgot to pin it. Shit, let me go back. Let me get me Christmas cracker pins. There we go. Stay there, you bitch. So it goes like that. You literally do whatever the hell you fancy. So I'll do a few straight ones. I'll then do a crossed one, like that. Once the whole thing is done, it gives it a really cool Batman Returns Catwoman effect. I have done this on literally everything I have ever sewn, ever, because you don't, oh, my thread's got knotted. You don't have to know how to sew to be able to do this. You push the needle through one side and out the other side. And it doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't have to be tidy. It's almost like the messier it is, the cuter it is. I'm gonna go back on myself and just make that into a cross. Again, I'm gonna put my music back on. Sorry, you're gonna hear that a lot. As much as I love it, I usually do this while I am like watching telly or watching a series. So I've got r/podcasts to listen to today. But at the end of the day, just have fun. That's what DIY is. It's do it yourself, it's have fun. This is something customized by you to fit your desires, your every magical whim. Do what suits you. I'm gonna put my r/ back on, r/ and stitch.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget.
First one done. How cute. New boot wearing. Oh, that took about 10-15 minutes to do. That's not too bad. I really like it like just like that. I'm just going to carry on what I'm doing. I'm going to put the other patches where I think they'll go and keep sewing, do exactly the same thing. I will quickly show you the thread because I've got to show you that. And then I will come back to you when I'm going to put some silvery shimmery bits on, some magpie attracting bits on it. So for the thread, take a nice long bit, but not too long, but not too short. I don't have an estimate. Lick that bad boy and thread it through the needle as if you were normally would. So normally you'd leave it like that. So with the short bit, and then you'd usually just tie a knot in the end and go about your business. But what I do is I pull that short bit that you just threaded all the way to the end, pull out any kinks or twists. So you've got the two ends together, can you see? There they both are. And then tie those both together. So you then have a thicker bit of thread. It does get twisted and knotty, so you do have to be very careful like when you pull it through and when you're sewing with it. But you then have a thicker bit of thread. It just stands out a lot more against black fabric, and especially if you're doing the Catwoman stitch, it's just a lot cooler. More of the same.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing.
Okay, now, I'm so cold. Now for the fun part. So this is what I've done. I put the bone, the femur patch down the boob, got some little tufts on the ribs. Nothing on this arm because, you know, don't know. Tufts on the right arm. This is why I can't drive because I can't tell my left from right. And then there is a little tuffy peg on the back as well. I want to keep it quite simple still. As I said, I want to keep it Bring Me the Horizon, not Wednesday 13. I wouldn't mind making a more like OTT one, but for this particular jacket, I just want to keep it a bit cash. So next I'm going to do something with this pocket. I don't know what. I found, just did it again. I was gonna say, I just found loads of safety pins. One of them was undone. Just found loads of safety pins that are not safety. Found loads of painful pins. So what we're gonna do, I've got this strap I wanna do something with. Drink the Kool-Aid by the jug. Where's the picture of the jackets that I liked? That Hellbody one is so basic. It's so basic! So is the other one, bro. Okay, so the Dark in Love one has a strap over the, don't know if that's in focus, has a strap over the shoulder, and I quite like that. And I have this old, I think it's a harness. I think it's one of those like one size fits all harnesses, but I never wore it because I am above the size that it fits. But this is like pre-prepared strap, isn't it? So I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna do this. Oh, that was supposed to be a lot easier. So that's the neck bit. So let's cut one off. Ta-da-da. And you go back in the sewing bag and cut one of the bottom ones off as well. So now we've got a choker for a Minotaur. This is why you keep stuff. I have had this in this bag for years and years and years, waiting for it to be used. Today's the day, the sun is shining, the tank is clean, my nose is snotty, my arms are goose pimply, and I'm getting ill. But today is the day we finally use the harness. How are we gonna do this? So if I sew that there, oh, it kind of goes really nice down to the pocket, don't you think? It would look like that. More sewing. I thought I was done with the sewing. But again, you could glue it. I just like to sew because it's just a bit more hard wearing, a bit more longer lasting. I think I'm gonna, let me pin it quickly. Where's my pins? Hungry. I am so hungry. I have no food in me to turn to poo. If I undo that, la la la, just talking to myself, excuse me. So that's the front of it. Ah, my finger is caught on the pin, in case you didn't hear that. I feel like once it's sewn, or once it's worn even, like, you'll get the full picture and it will look really cute. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put some shit on it. I'm gonna do it. I look it a lot. I'll come back to you when I'm done.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots.
So this bit would have been a lot easier with fabric glue, but I don't have fabric glue. I've lost my needle. Where is it? But it looks really good. Oh no, it's gotten in a knot. See, that wouldn't have happened to fabric glue. No. Thank you. My fingers are really hurting as well. Because there's shoulder pads in this blazer for that authentic Ollie look. And because I'm sewing it right on the shoulder blade, it's thick. It's a thick boy. I also had black thread for this. I didn't use white because I haven't done it very neat, and I wanted this bit to look a bit neater than the patches. But you can use any colour thread. Like, it literally, you do what you want. Do what you want. Set it on fire for all you want. It's yours. It's yours. Do what you like. So, that is done. Oh, I just put the end thread in my sewing bag. I meant to put it in the bin. So there's that little bit. Oh, that looks really cute. Look in the mirror. I had to move it across a little bit just so the collar didn't cover it. Oh, it's like a little pair of glasses in my pocket. Love it. And then I cut one off. So there's the third one that I cut off. And I'm going to sew that, I think, like on here. This is a really unflattering angle, I'm sorry. Come up here. That's better. Is it? Maybe here or up here, just so there's a random little circle, like a monocle. So I've got glasses and a monocle on a jacket. That'll only take me a second. I'm just going to cut this off and roughly go around it with some thread. Now I'm going to just stick a few safety pins. Not too many, because I quite like as it is. Because, like I said, I don't want it to be too... I want it to just be... and I think we're getting there. I'm going to put some safety pins down this bit, I think. Because I hate how it flaps. So I'm going to put pins down here and this side. And then I might... leave it because it's getting quite heavy. Like, these bits are surprisingly heavy. So watch me safety pin it. I'm gonna put some safety pins down the bust, and I can chat to you while I'm doing it now. So let's lay it flat. I do have, oh god, that's thick. That's a thick boy. Oh. I do have different size safety pins. I think they're all just like chucked in this bag though. Drawing pins! I'm always looking for drawing pins because I have the purple tapestry to put up. Oh look, baby safety pin. I feel like that's got to go on there. Okay, well, I've got two baby ones, so we'll put them on here. Keep the collar flat. Keep it flat! Oh, it's a baby! Yeah, basically just gonna put them all along. Not in uniform though, like not in line. I'm gonna try. It's a bit harder to do than the stitching, to like put them at angles, and I don't want to do too many. See, I think if I put one there, it's gonna look too Claire's Accessories, but that looks a little bit less Claire's Accessories. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do the same with the other side. Where's the baby pin? How many wonders can one cavern hold? Well, at the moment, one, but I'm sure if I did some exercises, I could probably get a few more in there. Looking around here, you think she could fit everything in there? And put the safety pins in backwards as well. Like, so like, I've put them in, put this one in that way. If I put the next one in the opposite way, it adds, you know, gives a little bit more flavour. Like that, do you see what I mean? Like that one's that way, that one that way. And everything that I've put on this, like the patches, everything can go in the wash. The patches do say hand wash only when you buy them. But I have them on other clothes. I have them on my beret, I have them on a pair of trousers, and I do put them in the washing machine, and they have been fine. But, like, I'm just saying mine have been fine. If you do buy them, like, wash with caution, but mine have been alright. I think do you know what? I think I might be done. Because I'm gonna, ferret hair on everything, bro. Because I'm gonna roll the sleeves up. Okay, so I've put some safety pins around the wrists. Looks pretty cool. But this is what the jacket looks like. Like I said, I wanted to not go overboard with it. I wanted to keep it still a bit casual, everyday, not sort of, I just wanted to keep it quite me. So this is what it looks like. I will obviously put a try on. It's very me. I love the little safety pins on the cuffs because the arms were really long for some reason. I don't know if they were made for like Slender Man or something, but they're really long. I was going to fold them up anyway, but I have to fold them up, and the little safety pins just look a bit cuter. And then all I've really done to it is sewed a couple of patches on, put some safety pins, and jazzed up a, what, £6.50 jacket and saved myself whatever £102.99 minus £6.50 is. I am freaking chuffed, and I know exactly what I'm gonna wear this with. But yeah, this was super fun. I love doing DIY. I love customizing clothes. I actually, when I was a teenager and I had no job, so I had time to do everything, I didn't wear anything unless I had customized it. I used to cut, like literally, I would buy a piece of clothing new or from charity shop, and I didn't wear it out unless I had done something to it. And then I just started work and then I got a job, and then I had a kid, and then I don't have time for DIY. But it's so therapeutic to just sit down and make a one-of-a-kind piece, because even if you replicate this exactly, you won't have the exact thing because this is custom made by me. It's one of a kind, and I love it. And I know the back looks really bare compared to the front, but I wear backpacks, so you won't even see the back anyway. And I wanted, like I said, I wanted to keep it mainly just plain. I would have kept it plain, to be fair. Like, I would have been really happy with the ones that you bought, but they were just so expensive. So the total cost of this jacket was £6.50 plus shipping. The jacket itself was under a tenner. Everything else on it I already had. The safety pins you can get in Poundland. The patches were under £5 each from Toothx Nail, but I've had them for so long. All these little trinkety bits are off old harnesses that I bought, found. Like, if you go to festivals, concerts, gigs, shows, anywhere, just like, I'm a floor looker. Like, when I walk around, I've got my headphones in, I'm just looking at the floor. I don't make eye contact with people. And you just notice stuff. You'll be surprised how many things you notice on the floor. I'm the scab that picks them up. Someone once told me, actually I think it was Burger from Sex and the City. He did not tell me personally. In that episode of Sex and the City, he said, look on the floor, because you'll be surprised how many playing cards you find on the floor. Like, that's such a random thing to find on the floor. Playing cards. And like I said, I walk around, I look down, I look at the floor all the time. You find playing cards a lot on the floor. It's such an odd thing to find. But yeah. So the next time you're at especially a festival, because I found a lot of these little bits at festivals. A lot of people buy things especially for festivals and they break, and then they just get left on the floor, and then I come along and scoop it up. It just gets added to my sewing bag, and it could sit in there for years, but it will eventually get used. I love it. I might add more safety pins, more patches. I might start a brand new one and do it black and green and just full on go more at it, like completely cover it. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know if you'd like to see more DIY. I've got the bug now. This is what happens. I get the bug, and then as long as I stay on top of the bug will stay. But if I don't make any more DIY, then it will fade and it will go. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this, because this was a lot of fun, and I now have something really cute to wear. Let me know the last thing you DIY'd, because I just love DIY. Before I go, if you can, please do check out my Patreon, because it really helps out my channel, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because that also helps out my channel too. Vinted, Depop, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, they all got the goods. Right, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you very soon with another video. Much love, boobs. Take care of yourself, and most of all, stay weird and DIY.